Factory78 TV. I'm your host, Adishokwe. We've got a very special and unique guest in our studio today to speak to us about a special event and organization is Chief Bimbo Roberts Folayan of the CANUK organization. I know you're asking what CANUK is, Central Association of Nigerians living in the United Kingdom. Mr. Folayan, sir, welcome here.
Good evening.
Sir, when I said CANUK, and I explained it to the audience, which is the Central Association of Nigerians living in the United Kingdom, how did that organization come together?
The Central Association of Nigerians in the UK was set up by Dr. Christopher Kolade when he was the High Commissioner to the UK some 5.5 years ago. When he came to this country, he realized that there were so many Nigerian groups, hundreds of them, and all of them were coming to the High Commission. And he felt that there was a need for a central body. And then he called all of these groups together and said, why don't you set up a structure that embodies everyone? So CANUK came to being. That was how at the Nigerian High Commission they set up CANUK. So CANUK is now made up of hundreds of Nigerian organizations, professional, cultural, social, ethnic, church, even corporate bodies. Your corporate body should be a member of CANUK as an associate member. So we have hundreds of organizations that are members of CANUK.
Now, when I saw I was telling you just before the cameras went on, a year ago I received a pamphlet from a friend of mine who's actually not Nigerian. She's from Barbados. She went to an event, she saw this pamphlet, and she felt it would be very important for me to have it. I've kept it for the past 12 months. It is a pamphlet of CANUK that stated everything about the organization and the members and associate members of the organization. One thing that struck my eye was the motto of the organization. Can you explain a little bit of that motto, please?
Well, it's about uniting and empowering Nigerians that live in the UK. It's more about rallying the Nigerians that live in the United Kingdom because we believe that we're close to 3 million, even if it's unofficial. And Nigerians are, in different areas of human endeavors. We do different things, but a lot of us are very insular. We're just limited within our own scope. And we feel that the motto of the organization is about really, really rallying Nigerians, bringing them together, empowering them, and giving them a voice so that they can, all of their aspirations can be projected by this body, so that the right kind of image that we deserve in the UK could actually be projected, because we are possibly one of the most misunderstood nationalities in the UK.
I was just going to touch on the fact that over the last couple of years, Nigerians in the UK have somewhat had some negative type of publicity, and I think CANUK is an organization that's working hard to ensure that the positive side of millions of the majority of Nigerians here in the UK is put out. Now, as the chairman of such an organization, what does your task or what does your seat involve in ensuring that the motto is met every day?
My responsibility as CANUK chair is to, like I said, rally Nigerians for the good of this country and the good of Nigeria itself. One of the things I try to achieve this is to give a voice to the aspirations of Nigerians in this country. There are lots of Nigerians with fantastic ideas, very hardworking people, very energetic people that need a sort of institutional backing. And what CANUK does is to put its institutional backing behind fantastic ideas. Just before I came here, actually I was discussing this with you. Somebody approached me and said they were planning some, first in Africa kind of first in Nigeria kind of event. And they had one or two problems getting the government to connect with them. And I said to them, the problem is overcome immediately, because what we are going to do is to then put the backing of the entire Nigerian community in the UK, because that is what CANUK is about. Behind it, we can also go to the High Commission and get our High Commissioner to put his backing behind that idea also. Another thing we do is to provide for the welfare of Nigerians in this country. When I leave your studios this evening, I'll be going to the house of somebody, a 15-year-old who's just lost the dad, and who the social services are planning to, adopt. But this guy doesn't want to live outside of the Nigerian community, and he's shouting, he's screaming badly. Also, the dad is just about to be cremated, and this guy says, "We are Christians. We don't believe in cremation." And the reason this would have happened to the family is because they don't have enough money. So CANUK will be going out there to raise funds for them, make sure that this does not happen to the boy or to the dad. We will also try to provide support from within the community. So we try to provide support for even though this is early days, it's not very easy. It's a long struggle. We're trying to build a solid foundation so that Nigerians can watch out for each other in this country. Because we have a lot in common. What we have in common as Nigerians is the energy that is within the average Nigerian, and that is misunderstood by other people. They see it negatively. But you see, we need to start projecting all the positive things that we do to the outside world, so that we are really put where we should be.
Olympics coming to London. Of course, we're having a large Nigerian contingent flying into the country. This is the first time, like you said, that the Olympics is being held basically close to home. And due to the number of Nigerians living here in the UK, the organization has felt it important to host our athletes and competitors in a special way. Tell us a little bit about that.
We feel that for the first time, the Olympics is being held 6 hours away from Nigeria. There are close to 3 million Nigerians that live in this country, many of them in different areas of human endeavors. We're so huge, so strong, so solid that we don't even know it. What we want to do for the community, for the athletes, is to welcome them, make them feel at home, motivate them seriously, and make sure that they just don't come here to participate, but to win medals. Actually, we want to put the whole of our backing behind them. And CANUK has decided that one of the ways that we can do this is, first of all, we will take them round. When they arrive on the 4th, we have planned to take them to some schools to give motivational talks to youths in some primary schools, to tell them how they became athletes, and then advise them against gun or knife crime. And we believe that will bring a lot of support for the Nigerian team, because we're inviting the media. You are invited as well. We're inviting even the international media to come and see the Nigerian athletes, motivating youths in the UK. On Sunday, 8th of July, we'll be having a dinner. This dinner is the Nigerians that live in the UK's way of saying, we are behind you. And we are inviting, people from all walks of life. It's going to be a night of who is who in the UK. Already, 10 Nollywood actors and actresses, led by Olu Jacobs and Joke Silva, Shegun Arinze, people, Bimbo Akintola, a lot of them will be arriving on the 7th, and they'll be coming to that event. We have Patti Boulay, we have Auntie Julie Coker, we have Steve Soje, we have all the Nigerian community leaders in the UK. We have a lot of footballers, football stars, musicians, comedians coming for that event on that night. It will be a night of who is who. Actually, this evening before I got here, we managed to secure Christine Ohurugu to pay us, even if just for 2 hours on that night. She'll be visiting. Also, there's another athlete, I can't remember the name now, but some of these are British, Nigerian origin, but they'll be running for Britain, but they're coming to give us goodwill message on that night. We also have the High Commissioner, the Minister of Sports, the President of the Nigerian Olympics Committee, all of them will be there on that night. And all we are doing basically is just to say we are having a night of fun. Our Elders Council in the UK, which is another member of CANUK, remember I mentioned that groups in the UK are under, so they will be giving 55 medals to the athletes. And the purpose of this is to say, before you've even contested, we're showing you appreciation. And this is to motivate you to do, as best as you could within the Olympics proper.
Wow. Now, more people would like to get information. I know you said the Nigerian contingents are coming in on the 4th of July, and on the 8th of July is the event that you're hosting for them. Where can people go and get more information with regards to tickets, events that are going to take place even after the 8th of July 2012?
The way we've done it is this. We decided that because this is a UK community thing, we said we will not take a penny from the government or from anybody. We will rather ask people that live in the UK to pay for this dinner. So we're paying for the feeding of all the athletes so that we can raise our head high up and say it is we in the UK that are doing this for the, because if we get money from the government, for example, then it means they are the ones asking us to do it, but we are the ones doing it for them. So there will be close to 130 guests that will not pay for that night. So what we have asked people to do is to pay £40 on that night. And that £40 will feed the athletes, we give them drinks, and then we will have comedians, we have musical artists and all that. And the way to do it is just to go and make a payment into CANUK account, but I haven't got the account numbers here, but I can give you email addresses that you, so there's, or the website. If you go to, if you send an email to nukokdinner.org.uk, that's NUKOCDINNER.org.uk, or to abimbola70@aol.com. That's my email address. That's abimbola, ABIMBOLA70@aol.com. I will then send you the account number. Once I've given you the account number, you can make a payment of this £40, and then we add your name into the list. Because what we are doing now is setting up the table. What we want to do actually is we have 40 councillors, 4 mayors, we have 3 members of parliament. What we want to do on that night is that we want to make it a networking evening. So we will spread all the mayors and the councillors around every single table. We will then spread all the athletes into all the tables. Unfortunately, we were expecting 50 Nollywood stars, but they told us confirm 10 yet. But we still spread the remaining 10 that we have. We have Nollywood in the UK also. We will spread the Nollywood in the UK also. We have leaders and diplomats from the Nigerian High Commission. The High Commissioner is the chairman of the day, but the diplomats will also be spread around the table. So all of us will sit down as Nigerians and we will just network on that night. And it's a fantastic opportunity for us to start to build bridges across, people, we get to know ourselves as much as, necessary.
Well, Factory78 TV is looking forward to being at the events that you're holding. It's something that we're very proud to be a part of, and we know that it's going to be an incredible summer. The Olympics, even the athletes that are yet to contest or compete have not reached the UK yet. But with the energy that CANUK is projecting, we're very, very sure that they're going to project Nigeria in the best light possible.
Definitely. I also need to mention that our CANUK website is canuk.org.uk. That's canuk.org.co.uk. Also, you could go to Facebook and look for me. Just search for Bimbo Roberts Folayan. Please be my friend. I should be the friend of all Nigerians that live in the UK. I have quite a few friends, but please, I've still got room. Look for Bimbo Roberts Folayan. Ask for me, because what are my responsibilities? I don't get paid for this, okay? I'm not paid by anyone. I do this for the community, and I enjoy it. I work as an IT consultant, but it gives me fulfillment to be able to bring, to be able to back fantastic things, concerning our country. My children are here. And so look for Bimbo Roberts Folayan. And if there's any information you need about CANUK, either go to the website or send me an email. Send to my personal email or look for me on Facebook. Also, we've got CANUK on Facebook. So if you type in CANUK also, that's Central Association of Nigerians in the UK, you get some information. We have over 7,000 members in the group, but there's still room, for more. So
you're doing a lot. We're very proud of the work you're doing. We're going to put the information up so people can log on and send emails, as you've said. We're looking forward to the 8th of July 2012 for the CANUK event. Factory78 is going to be there. Chief Roberts, thank you very much for coming in. Adeshokwe, keep it locked.